Growing up, I watched my dad give, even when he had nothing left to give. And because of him, I learned what generosity really looks like. My dad was the most generous man I've ever known. He wasn't rich, he didn't have much, but he had a heart that always gave more than it had. If you asked him for $50 and he only had 45, he'd give you all 45 without hesitation. That's just who he was. He worked hard, even outside the country, just to provide for me, my siblings, and my mom. He never said no when we needed something. He never let us feel like we lacked anything. And as I grew older, I realized inherited a piece of that generosity. Maybe not to the same extent as my dad, but enough to see giving as something sacred, something that feels right. And now that I'm older and now that I know God, I see the connection so clearly, because the way my earthly father gave is the same way I see my heavenly father. And I remember hearing a pastor say once, the way you view your earthly father often shapes how you see God. And that stuck with me. Maybe that's why I've always seen God as someone who provides, someone who never leaves me empty handed, someone who gives not because I deserve it, but because that's just who he is. And every time I think of that, my dad's generosity, I'm reminded that God's heart is the same but even greater, because when I ask him for something, he doesn't hold back. He doesn't measure what's left in his wallet. He gives me what I need, and often even what I want. So if you're listening to this right now and you're in a season where you feel like you don't have enough money, enough strength, enough hope, remember this: you have a Father in heaven who gives abundantly. He doesn't withhold his love or his provision. He's not counting what's left, he's pouring out from an endless source. And just like my dad, he'll never leave you without what you need. You don't have to earn his goodness, you just have to trust that he's already prepared it for you.